15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.
It's a new week. Welcome to Celebration Television News Desk. My name is Kweta Belis and thanks for joining us. On the local scene, xenophobic attack. Apostle Suleiman evacuates Nigerians from South Africa, gifts them millions of naira. Elections in Nigeria have destroyed Nigerians' hope in democracy, says the PDP. And from the foreign scene, show no mercy. Leaked documents reveal details of China's Xinjiang detentions. On business news, South Africa unions threaten to shut down aviation sector. And on sports, we will get the sports corner with the weekend fixtures and review. The news and details come after the break. Xenophobic attack. Apostle Suleiman evacuates Nigerians from South Africa and gifts them millions of naira. The senior pastor of Omega Fire Ministries International, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, has manifested his promise to evacuate some Nigerians living in South Africa back to Nigeria following the serial killings at xenophobic attacks. Recall that Apostle Suleiman took to his Twitter handle during the attack to announce his willingness to help in the conveyance, stating that interested persons, not excluding any religion, should register at his church extension in Johannesburg, South Africa. On Saturday, Apostle Suleiman only did not sponsor the return of 20 Nigerians in escape of the attack. He also gifted the returnees 1.3 million naira cash gift as a startup for them. Apostle Suleiman, who was represented by his senior pastor in the western region of his church in receiving them, Reverend Fidelis Ayemuba, was seen disbursing the cash gift to the returnees on their arrival. Meanwhile, Reno Omokri, an activist who has been seen with the apostle in recent photos, took to his social media platforms to appreciate Apostle Suleiman's kind gesture, as he noted that the act was pure gospel, especially because it wasn't open to only a sort of persons or religion. And away from that, and on politics as regards Bayelsa and Kogi State elections, elections in Nigeria have destroyed Nigerians' hope in democracy, says the PDP. The People's Democratic Party on Sunday said the conduct and outcome of the November 16 governorship elections in Kogi and Bayelsa State have destroyed the hope Nigerians had in democratic practice. The party stated that Nigerians and the entire world watched in horror as all progressive Congress-led government trampled the nation's democracy underfoot with an utmost impunity that can only be obtained in Hitler's Germany and Samuel Doe's Liberia, where the lives and rights of citizens meant nothing to suppressive power mongers. The PDP National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Kola, in a statement also said citizens agonized as APC-controlled security forces allegedly aided armed hoodlums to invade polling centers, shoot and kill innocent citizens. He also alleged that the thugs also cluttered ballot boxes, suffered them with already thumped printed ballot boxes and already in favor of the APC. He further alleged that after the results were allegedly allocated to the APC and handed over to an alleged compromised Independent National Electoral Commission to announce against the will of the people. This reaction is coming after APC gubernatorial candidates in Bayelsa and Kogi states were declared winners of both elections in their respective states. Again, from the local scene, Nigeria seek punishment for policemen who seized DELSU students 150,000 naira tutor fee. Nigerians have called out the police authorities over the extortion of a 22-year-old 300-level student of the Delta State University Ife by some policemen who accosted him and forcefully collected 150,000 naira meant for his school fee and feeding. They fleed the Delta State Commissioner of Police, Olayinka Adeleke, for not taking the matter seriously, urging that the erring policemen should be fished out and brought to book. Our correspondent had reported that Ife heading to school on Tuesday in a bus when the policemen flagged down the vehicle and ordered him to disembark. After checking through his phone and finding two email addresses, they tagged him as a fraudster and demanded 200,000 naira settlement to free him. His plea that he should be allowed to call his parents fell on deaf ears as the armed policemen took him to Ekpang police station, where they checked his phone and found a credit alert. They consequently led him to a POS center and compelled him to withdraw 150,000 naira for them. Reacting to the incidents, the police spokesperson in the state's DSP Onome said the police team could not have been from the Ekpang division as the point where Ife was arrested was not under the division's jurisdiction. But Nigerians likened the incidents to a robbery and sought justice for the helpless student. And now moving forward, the troops rescue octogenarian, 7 others from Boko Haram. The troops of the Nigerian army attached to Operation Lafiya Dole have conducted a clearance operation at Dalu village in the Goza local government area of Borno State, rescuing an octogenarian, 3 women and 4 children. According to the army, on Sunday, the victims were rescued on Saturday by troops of 26th Task Force Brigade who were on a clearance patrol to Mandara Mountains in the local government, where they encountered the terrorists. The Boko Haram insurgents were said to have engaged the troops in a gun battle before they retreated. The rescue victims were thereafter evacuated, and the children amongst them were afterwards administered with polio vaccinations by a Nigerian army medical team. From the foreign scene, Show No Mercy leaked documents reveal details of China's Xinjiang detentions. The details of that news will come after the break.
Once again, we are at it together. The hallmark of amazing wonders. All things are made possible in these events.
Shout Jesus!
Challenges are met with the stiffest resistance.
You don't serve a dead God!
Momentum is gathering. This is what makes us thrive. This is what makes us stand.
Jacob had prophecy, Esau had only anger.
Week on week and month on month, anticipation becomes second to a heartbeat. It is always an encounter. It is Amazing Grace 2019, swimming in glory. Apostle Johnson and Dr. Lizzie Suleiman. Amazing Grace starts 4 through 6 December 2019. You can watch a live transmission only on Celebration TV.
Welcome back. On the foreign scene. Show no mercy. Leaked documents reveal details of China's Xinjiang detentions. Hundreds of pages of leaked internal government documents reveal how China's mass detention of Uyghurs and other minorities of Xinjiang came from directives by Chinese leaders Xi Jinping to show absolute no mercy in the struggle against terrorism, infiltration, and separatism. More than 400 pages of documents obtained by the New York Times show the government was aware its campaign of mass internment will tear families apart and could provoke backlash if it became widely known. Beijing has repeatedly refuted criticisms of the crackdown in the predominantly Muslim religion, which was seen more than 1 million Uyghurs, Kazakhs, and other minorities sent to camps where they are often subjected to political indoctrinations. China has organized tours of the camp, which is described as voluntary vocational training centers intended to provide students with job skills. The document leaked by a member of the Chinese political establishment who hoped to prevent Xi and other leaders, the ruling Chinese Communist Party, from escaping responsibility, contradict those claims. That person requested anonymity. According to the New York Times, according to the reports, Xi first called for crackdown in a series of private speeches given to officials during and after a visit to Xinjiang in 2014, weeks after Uyghur militants have attacked a train station, stabbing and killing 31 people. And next on foreign scene, Trump impeachment. Security figures had concerned about Sondland's role in Ukraine. A former top U.S. security official was concerned about the role of the U.S. ambassador to the European Union, Gordon Sondland, in Donald Trump's effort to pursue Ukraine to carry out political investigations in return for military aid. According to a transcript from the impeachment inquiry released on Saturday, Tim Morrison, a former senior director of Europe and Russia for the National Security Council, also said he tried to stay away as Sondland and Trump personal lawyer Rudy Giuliani pushed from Ukraine to investigate the president's political rivals. Regarding Sondland's role in Ukraine affairs, Morrison told House investigators he and Fiona Hill, a former NSC senior director, were concerned about how the European Union ambassador was conducting himself. It was less about his role in Ukraine and more about how he conducted himself. He did not participate in the process, Morrison said. According to testimony to the House made in private earlier this month that was released on Saturday, Morrison, a Republican Trump appointee, and Sondland are expected to testify in public this week. Now on business news, South Africa Union threatens to shut down aviation sector. The details of that news comes right after the break.
The Jubilee Music
and Arts Festival
is here again. We are the voices.
We are the voices.
One mic. One mic. One mic.
We are the culture.
The gospel. The gospel.
The gospel culture.
The move for God. One stage.
One stage.
Performances.
Mind-blowing performances.
One night.
For God.
We are for God.
Come.
Come. Come.
Aren't you coming?
I will be there.
I will be there. I will be there.
I will be there.
Let's all be there.
Let's all be there. Let's all be there.
Let's all
Be there.
Let's all be there.
Welcome back on Business News. South Africa unions threaten to shut down aviation sector. South African unions on Sunday called on all aviation workers to join striking South African Airways staff after the cash-strapped airline failed to meet their demands. The country's embattled flag carrier has been losing 52 million rands, that is $3.5 million per day, since more than 3,000 workers started an open-ended strike and on Friday, forcing the airline to cancel hundreds of flights. Talks with union ended without resolution on Saturday, prompting threats of further action. Unions first threatened to strike after SAA announced this week that almost 1,000 employees could lose their jobs as part of a restructuring process. Talks with management deadlocked after they failed to agree on wage hikes, prompting unions to press on their own threats. SAA is offering a 5.9% pay rise, while unions are demanding an 8% across the board hike and a 3-year guarantee of job security. In another business news, reps to address improper funding of Maritime Academy. The House of Representatives Committee on Maritime Safety, Education and Administration has said it will liaise with the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency to address all issues of improper release to the Maritime Academy of Nigeria in Oron, Akwa Ibom State. It also promised to work with the lawmakers representing the academy's communities at the National Assembly to facilitate further engagement with hostile communities to ensure amicable resolution and issue promoting attacks on the academy by its host communities. Chairman of the committee and member representing Onitsha Northern South constituency at the National Assembly, Mrs. Linda Ikpezu, gave the indication where she led the committee on a fact-finding mission to the academy. She said the committee would meet with NIMASA to ensure that all release due to the academy were promptly and timely released. Now, coming up next is the Sports Corner, and we are having it with Ivan Agafie. Stay tuned.
One mic. One stage.
one night.
The new generation.
Instruments of worship.
A channel to the Father. We must gather
Because
we are grateful.
Jubilee Music and Art Fest.
No chains are holding me. It's who I choose to be.
J-Ma,
Triumphant Sisters, we will be there.
I am Marvel Jokes International Music Director. This December, Jubilee Music and Art Festival. Once again, we are at it together. The hallmark of amazing wonders. All things are made possible in these events.
Shout Jesus!
Challenges are met with the stiffest resistance.
You don't serve a dead God.
Momentum is gathering. This is what makes us thrive. This is what makes us stand
Jacob
tall.
had prophecy. Esau had only anger.
Week on week and month on month, anticipation becomes second to a heartbeat. It is always an encounter. It is Amazing Grace 2019, swimming in glory. Apostle Johnson and Dr. Lizzie Suleiman. Amazing Grace starts 4 through 6 December 2019. You can watch a live transmission only on Celebration TV.
Welcome to Sports Corner. I am none other but your analyst, of course, Ivan Agafe. Today it is the Euro 2020. Who has qualified? Now we kickstart with Luxembourg versus Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo vowed to break the world record for men's international goals after scoring his 99th Portugal goal in a 2-0 win over Luxembourg to clinch their place at Euro 2020. Currently, he is 10 behind Iran legend Ali Daei's tally of 109 after his most prolific year for Portugal with 14 goals. Cristiano speaking, all record must be broken and I will beat that record. Quite confident, and we know what a confident Ronaldo can achieve. We did not be told. Bernardo Silva's ball over the top allowed Bruno Fernandes to fire them ahead, and Ronaldo scored a late second. Holders Portugal needed to beat Luxembourg to make sure of a place at next summer's tournament. Fernando Santos' 2016 winners finished second in Group B, 3 points clear of Serbia, who drew 2-2 against Ukraine. Ronaldo must wait until the next international break in March for the chance to become just the second male player to reach 100 international goals. The Juventus forward struck his 9th international hat-trick and the 7th since he turned 30 on Thursday against Lithuania, to set up the opportunity to hit a century on Sunday. He says he is not fully fit, having been replaced in Juventus' last 2 games before the international break. I wasn't 100% and I'm still not, he said. In the last 3 weeks, I have played at a slightly reduced capacity. But when it comes to sacrificing myself for my club and my national team, I do it with pride. Now, of course, you do respect Cristiano Ronaldo. He is quite a prolific player. So, you know, Netherlands captain Virgil van Dijk has withdrawn from the squad for Tuesday's Euro 2020 qualifier against Estonia for personal reasons. The 28-year-old Liverpool defender played the full 90 minutes against Northern Ireland on Friday as the Oranges secured their place at next summer's tournament, their first major final since 2014, courtesy of a goalless draw in Belfast. I wasn't quite pleased with that performance anyway, but they are true. However, he will play no part when the Netherlands wrap up their qualifying campaign in Amsterdam on Tuesday. National team coach Ronald Koeman cannot call on Virgil van Dijk on Tuesday against Estonia, read a Netherlands statement. The captain of the Dutch national team has to miss the game due to personal circumstances and has since left the Orange training camp. The Netherlands were far from their fluid best in Belfast and were fortunate to go in at halftime with the game still goalless, with Northern Ireland captain Stephen Davis blasted a penalty over the crossbar. The visitors improved in the second half and enjoyed the bulk of the possession, but struggled to create many clear-cut chances. Coleman admitted his side could have played better, but stressed getting the point they needed to secure qualification was the most important thing, admitting he was playing for the draw in the closing stages. With no mention of any injury, Liverpool will hope Virgil van Dijk will be fit and available for the Reds' trip to Crystal Palace when the Premier League resumes on November 24th. Whatever may have been his reason for withdrawing, I hope it is over soon. Get back soon, and please be better, Van Dijk. Now, going further, England concluded their successful Euro 2020 qualifying campaign with a victory over Kosovo that ensures they will be among the top 6 seeds in next summer's tournament. Despite the emphatic scoreline, it was an unconvincing performance by Gareth Southgate's side, but they will still be able to end as comfortable winners in a remarkable atmosphere in Pristina. It was a celebratory occasion where the visitors received a hero's welcome as icons in the country, and for the part the United Kingdom played in its 1999 liberation following the Kosovo War. Needing to avoid defeat to make sure they are in the top port where the draw is made, England took a first-half lead as Harry Winks produced a composed finish for his first international goal, of course. Captain Harry Kane effectively wrapped things up with his 32nd goal for the England from close range, later on maintaining a superb record of scoring in all 8 qualifiers. Wow, what a record. Before substitute Marcus Rashford got in on the act with a smooth finish. Mason Mount rounded things off in the closing moments for his first goal for his country at senior level. Kosovo, who were out of automatic qualifying contention but still played with great heart, had opportunities to make it even more of a gala night while trailing by a single goal, but missed the chances that presented them. Captain Amer Rahamni headed wide of an open goal, and Valon Berisha was inches off target. England, however, scrappy in spirits, got the job done and can now start planning for Euro 2020. So that's it from me on Sports Corner. Don't forget the fixtures continues today until tomorrow. Of course, don't miss out. It is bye from me. Over now to Quetta Bellis.
Once again, we are at it together. The whole mark of amazing wonders. All things are made possible in these events.
Shout Jesus!
Challenges are met with the stiffest resistance.
You don't serve a dead God!
Momentum is gathering. This is what makes us thrive. This is what makes us stand.
Jacob had prophecy. Esau had only anger.
Week on week and month on month, anticipation becomes second to our heartbeat. It is always an encounter. It is Amazing Grace 2019, swimming in glory. Apostle Johnson and Dr. Lizzie Suleiman. Amazing Grace starts 4 through 6 December 2019. You can watch a live transmission only on Celebration TV.
Alright, that was a wonderful sports review there from Ivan Agafie. And if you're just joining us, here is a recap of the news making the headlines. On the local scene, xenophobic attack. Apostle Suleiman evacuates Nigerians from South Africa, gifts them millions of naira. Elections in Nigeria have destroyed Nigerians' hope in democracy, says the PDP. And on the foreign scene, show no mercy, leaked documents reveal details of China's Xinjiang detention. On business news, South Africa unions threaten to shut down aviation sector. And on sports, it was a great one there from the Sports Corner with Ivan Agafie. You can also follow us on our social media handles. On Facebook, we are Celebration TV. On Instagram, we are My Celebration TV. On Twitter, it's at My Celebration TV, and on YouTube, it's Celebration TV. That's a bye for me, and have a great week. I am Kweta Bellis. Thanks for watching the news on Celebration Television News Desk.
To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have